3. You're teaching equivalent fractions to your 3rd grade students. Your students struggling in understanding how 6/6 represents the same amount as 3/3. Upload a video showing yourself asking questions in a step-by-step format and predicting the student's answers to lead him to understanding that both of these fractions represent one whole. All right, so since we're learning about equivalent fractions, which is a reminder, means 2 different names for the same point on a number line and same size number. We have 2 fractions of 3/3 and 6/6. As we can recall, the denominator tells us how many equal parts make up a whole, and our numerator tells us how many of those equal parts is represented. Let's use a number line to reveal how these 2 fractions are equivalent. So let's start out by drawing our number line. Yours can look just like mine. And we're going to start with the first fraction, which is 3/3. And since our denominator is 3, like we've learned previously, we're going to divide the number line up by 3. And we're going to first start with 0, though. All right, now let's label. We're going to label ours. So it starts with 0, and then we have 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3. And 3/3 is the same as 1 whole. 3/3 is also the same as what individual term? Get ready.
1 whole.
Great job. Yes, 1 whole, because we have 3 equal parts of 3 equal parts. So on our number line, we're going to shade the whole thing in because this is our fraction, 3/3, and we have all of it. So we're going to shade it in. Now, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it for our other fraction, which is 6/6. So we know, like we said before, the denominator tells us how many parts to partition our fraction into. So yet again, we're going to start with 0 and partition it 6 times because that's our denominator. Now, let's start to label this one. We have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6, which we also said before was 1 whole because we have 6 parts of 6, thus we have 1 whole. And just like before, we're gonna color and shade the whole thing in because our fraction is 6/6, and that's what we have, thus we're gonna shade it in. So, our first one went from 0 to 1, which is 3/3, and our second one went from 0 to 6/6, which is 1. Both of these are equal to 1 as shown on the number line. So we can see that these are equivalent fractions.